This was Camila's song. I never heard it before. Her testimony, but I'm going to sing it for Grandma O'Neill. It's part of it.
This is every break.
Flip it over.
Ooh, how did I make it all these years? How did I make it this far? Through the valleys and over the hills, I know it had to be God. How did I make it through the storm? How did I make it through the rain? Oh, if you want to know just how I got here, it's so easy to explain. It was God's grace. It was God's grace. It was God's grace. It was God's grace. I made it this far by the grace of God. It was God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. His amazing grace. I made it this far by the grace of God. Lord, I thank you for how you brought me through the night. Lord, you kept me and you never left me. You stood by my side. There were so many times when I came close. Old man Death, he tried to take me in. So the reason I'm here, it's not hard for me to see. In fact, it's so easy for me to explain. It was God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. His amazing grace. I made it this far by the grace of God. Listen, I remember the times when I strayed away. Even though I knew the word, still I wouldn't obey. But God's mercy and His grace stayed with me and He brought me all the way. Woo-hoo. God's grace, God's grace, God's grace, His amazing grace. I made it this far by the grace of God. When I think about my life and how He's kept me through dangers seen and unseen, oh, I made it this far by the grace of God. When I think about my kids, Kamita and Kerwin, Adoy and Kurt, and all of their kids, oh, I made it this far by the grace of God.
Dear Father in heaven, I come come to you in love. I want to thank you for all my blessings. I want to thank you for the food that I eat every day, for the water that I drink, for the air that I breathe, for the clothes that I wear. Thank you for my home, and thank you for my family. I want to thank you that I live in a land where I can thank you openly and freely. Thank you for leading me out of darkness into the light through the gift of your Son, Jesus Christ. Thanks for all of the blessings. Thanks to all my friends. I want to thank all of my friends and relatives that gave money for the stair lift. We couldn't have done it without you. Without your help, we never would have made it. Thank you all. Thank you very much. And I know God's going to bless every one of you, all of you, and I love every one of you. I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything. Everything. Everything.
Listen, everybody, we had to come at the end. This is like the prologue, or this is like the exit of the video, but there's a couple of things that we had to share. We were talking about miracles, and I shared with you how I'm a witness to miracles. There were a couple of miracles that happened after this video. 1 week after this video was done, Grandma Helen got the report back from her doctor, and her heart, usually there was a situation where her heart was beating at a rate of like 19, which is very bad. On that day, it was at 45. The doctors were amazed. It's like a teenager. They were startled at the condition of her heart, but that's another miraculous situation. And then with Kamita, 3 days later, I dropped her off and she came to her patio and just sat down. And within 20 minutes, she saw a tree come down and hit the head of a neighbor across the street and knocked her out. And she ended up calling 911 and was literally able to save that lady's life. Had she not been out there and witnessed, she would have been laying down. So these are things that just happened even after we produced the video. So we just want to share with you, you know, during this time in this pandemic, you hear so much about follow the science and follow men, and that's good. I mean, the Bible even tells us that we have to follow those who are in authority over us. But I'm telling you, after you see this video and you've learned about what's happened with Helen and with Kamita, that the ultimate authority when it comes to sickness and death is not man, it's God. And long story short, it's nothing wrong with following the science, but make sure you are following the Lord. God bless you.
Yep.
That's all we need.
That's it.